Hey everyone, Gavin from Fanboy TV back at Other Worlds Austin, and I'm joined by
Zach.
And Max.
And they did a great movie called Apartment 3D. Now, to be completely transparent, when I sat down to watch this movie, I thought it was in 3D, so I had my glasses on. And I'm like, 5 minutes later, I was like, oh wait, it's not in 3D. Oh, it's an apartment number 3D. Okay, I get it now.
Yes, the name was sort of a last-minute change from. It actually had another title called The People Downstairs, which was our working title, and we realized that sounded an awful lot like a Wes Craven movie called The People Under the Stairs. And what is the location of the film? The apartment, and.
Are you sure they weren't people upstairs? I thought they were
Yeah,
upstairs
we
in the film.
That was actually that was sort of a joke on set. That we should have called it people all over the stairs.
Above the stairs everywhere. Okay, so I thought the movie did a really interesting job of finding another way to explain alien abductions without giving too much away.
Well, and it not necessarily being aliens.
Yeah, see, now you're spoiling more. I'm like, I wasn't going to go that far, but you're like, no, they're not aliens. They're actually chihuahuas, rabid ones from Mexico that came over. They want your kidneys.
And they're actually Chihuahua zombie aliens.
Yeah, Chihuahua. There we go, Chihuahua. He just came up with the idea for his next movie. Chihuahua zombie aliens.
It's the sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, 4D, the one right above stairs going, shut those dogs up.
Yeah.
Where did the idea for this movie come from?
I grew up on The X-Files. I was a total sci-fi geek. Yeah. Jordan, who's in the film as Chris and also co-wrote Story with me, we used to just, stay up all night hiding from aliens under the bed, in the closet, everywhere, freezing alien pods in the freezer, just doing all sorts of weird stuff. So when we got another film that was sort of a bigger, more ambitious project and sort of had it fall apart, we still wanted to make something, so we sort of set out to make this, and this was sort of a film that we could make with limited resources while stretching our imagination, and we just have a soft spot in our heart for UFOs and aliens. That's just what we see when we look up at the sky. So
I see stars and other fun things, and of course aliens, because aliens is the one thing that really frightens me. It's like, it's one of those, I wouldn't know how to fight it if we were to come down. In the movie Aliens, I don't sleep with the lights off when I watch that movie. There's just something about the fact that it's all real and it's all on screen. And Aliens just kind of give a whole new meaning to movies when you watch them, because it's the unknown,
It is, and that was something that we were able to sort of tease out, and this was just this feeling of, well, it could be this, it could be that, it could be a lot of things. And that's sort of the freedom that working with the unknown, the extraterrestrial, gives you, is that you can, it can take many forms, and I think it does throughout the film.
So I want to talk to you for a second, okay? You're a very happy, bubbly person, okay?
I get that a lot, yeah.
I hated you in this movie. You were a whiny complainer the entire time.
I really hated me in this movie too, and I want to say it was really hard for me to be that, but it was actually not that hard. It was a really dark winter, freezing winter.
You looked unhappy from the moment this movie started to the moment the movie ended.
I was really unhappy. We were in my apartment. I had to put my dog in daycare. It was, every single day. It was expensive. I was starting to get really tired by the end of it. So it wasn't that hard. I hate that is what I look like, angry and awful, but
it works because it fit with your character really well, and by the end of it, I kind of felt bad, but I felt more bad for I guess he was your husband in the movie?
Yeah, boyfriend,
boyfriend. And I felt really bad for him.
He's just dealing with too much.
And, I was like, man, what's wrong with this woman? And then there was a scene with the bubble behind you, and I was like, did I see a bubble? Was there something in the room with her?
Those are the best parts. Yeah.
This was a very slow-going movie. Are you used to doing slow movies?
Well, I don't have a ton of acting experience. I really don't. As a kid, I did some stuff. I actually moved from Texas to LA to pursue an acting career, and then in junior high, I kind of cut out of it just so I could play soccer and do that sort of thing. So, and the things that I did do was like Power Rangers. I did 2 episodes of that, not slow going at all. Some soap operas, which may be kind of slow going, but always guest appearance.
Was it original Power Rangers or the ones that came afterwards?
Original.
See, those are the only ones that matter.
They're of course the only ones that matter.
I knew she was awesome. Found out about that.
So no, I'm not used to slow moving.
Okay, because I was like, I love the fact that it took its time, but I do have to ask a question. What was up with the lights in the sky? Because by the end of the movie, they didn't quite make much sense.
Well, and I'm trying not to give too much away here, but You mean when they're on the roof and they look out and see?
Yeah, and they see the little circle things in the sky.
So I try not to
I
spoil
found
it too
my
much,
own
but
way to explain it, but were you intentionally trying to lead people down one path only to surprise them at the end?
Well, that was sort of that was a moment that sort of leads to what, like everything else, once they see that, everything sort of builds from there.
Yeah.
So the idea is that might have been the night that
Yes.
they arrive. And
We're going to be very vague here, yes.
Yes.
It's the night of the things that happen in the movie.
Yes. It's the beginning of the end after they have that
It's
sighting.
when it kind of goes.
Put it that way.
You know, growing up loving aliens and movies like that, what is your favorite abduction movie?
Ooh, it's a close call between Fire in the Sky
Scares
and,
the crap out of
and
me.
Communion with Christopher Walken.
See, I wasn't a big fan of
No?
Communion.
I like the acting stuff in that, the character stuff in
Yeah.
that. The alien, they lose me a little with the aliens, but Fire in the Sky
Is really great. What about
Yeah.
you?
I wasn't actually a big sci-fi. I mean, other than the X-Files, I'm gonna put it out there. Just the X-Files. That's my.
She's like, I
favorite.
wasn't very sci-fi-ish.
Yeah, no, I really wasn't.
What's Battlestar Galactica? I have no idea.
No idea what you're talking about. But X-Files, I actually just rewatched all 13 seasons, I think it was, and it's so brilliant. And there's so many partial abductions, real abductions. Not sure what kind of abductions. So I'll
Yeah,
go with that.
it's like they wrote themselves in a corner there, and they're like, okay, we're gonna end the series now.
Yeah, I know. In the last 2 seasons, Mulder's not even there. It's kind of.
Well, funny story is, I love alien abduction movies as well. I love Dark Skies. Did you see that one? I went to the theater in here to see it actually, and the power cut out at the most inopportune
Horrifying.
moment.
No.
Have you seen the movie?
No, but that would just.
Yeah.
I'd
At
run.
towards the end of the movie, you'll know, like something pops up and everything cuts out, and everyone in the theater was like, "Oh my god!" Well, I had to go to the radio station to do a live show afterwards, and it was dead dark in there, and I had the door cracked, and like a maintenance guy walked down the hallway, and I completely freaked out and made the producer go out there and check. I was like, "Go now, go now!" It was pretty bad. I was like, "Yeah."
That's awesome.
Those are the type of movies that get under my skin. This one did get under my skin quite well.
Not gonna sleep tonight.
Oh, I slept just fine when it was like, okay, well, I'm not in New York, I must be okay, because apparently nothing happens in Texas.
Oh, it happens. We know about Texas UFOs.
Oh, yeah, because, we have Alex Jones. Yeah, we have Alex Jones and all the crazy rednecks and trailers out in East Texas going,
got
oh,
something
my
going
God,
on,
they
yep.
took my cow and my dog.
Yeah, I stay up. I listen to Coast AM.
Oh, I used to listen to that overnight, but now I sleep overnight. Go figure. So what do you have next?
Next is a horror called Lifter. It's sort of not quite sci-fi, but it deals with new technology going awry, and I really can't give too much away.
Don't
on
give
it.
too much more away, but have you watched Black Mirror yet on Netflix?
I've been so busy, I have to catch up on so much.
That's also technology gone awry.
Yeah.
I love that show. I just finished watching all 6 episodes. Oh wow, it's really
Yeah,
it's all
good
super
stuff.
depressing though. Be prepared because
Yeah.
it doesn't have
The
happy
future isn't
endings.
bright.
No, it's not.
No.
It's
Oh,
pretty bad.
God.
And that goes back to I loved one of the things I loved about the movie so much. It was very Twilight Zone, and I love
Yes,
the
they're
Twilight
good.
Zone.
They're
pretty
yeah.
big fans. The original,
The ori-
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, not
The
so
ori-
much. I don't remember the other one. I just like the original black and white ones when they were like
Yeah.
half-hour episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
us too. Huge fans.
So I just have to ask, because you were on Power Rangers, are you excited about the Power Rangers reboot?
Well, I don't know a lot about it, but if Amy Jo Johnson isn't part of it, then I don't care.
Well, she's being cast as the chick who played Hit Girl. Chloe, whatever her name is the Pink Ranger in the reboot.
Who?
She played Carrie. She played Hit
Oh,
Girl.
that's who I thought you were talking
yes,
about.
it's her. She's the Pink Ranger.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna be mean, but
She's
I'm
all
not
Pete-
excited.
She's all part and parcel. She's like, no, because
I'm telling you, get Amy Jo Johnson. I'm there.
really.
Yeah. Well,
Well-
she's also who I played, and she was the nicest girl
Played
ever.
the little version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's-
the little girl version.
there
You're
are
like,
2
I'm gonna grow up
episodes.
and be a Pink Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Kick ass, yeah.
and kick Putty's ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, Putty's asses. That's hilarious. And then you go off into Turbo and the other ones, which just stop being fun.
I know.
But I think they're up on like Space Pirates now, and they fight like I have no idea. Some things just need to come to an end.
Agreed.
True.
And unfortunately, it's time for this interview to come to an end. We've been talking a long time about all sorts of things. So Apartment 3D was really fun.
Thank you.
Next time, make a 3D movie. So if it says 3D in the
Well,
title,
I know,
people
next
like
time
me
it's
are
gonna
going
be
to be
Apartment 2L.
confused.
We'll think about that
2L.
marketing more next time.
Yeah, so have fun and have people at the Fiesta. I called it the Fiesta. Liked it so
Yeah,
far.
the Fiesta.
The Fiesta. How have they liked it so far?
Well, we've gotten some pretty good feedback. I
Amazing.
think.
Yeah, Austin has such a crazy film-loving community and a truly independent film-loving community at that. So the support has been great.
It's been amazing.
And we've
right?
been seeing some films here that are just blowing our minds.
What was
too.
your favorite one?
So far, Time Lapse.
Time Lapse was awesome. I got to
So
talk to him
incredible.
last.
Nice.
I'm all about Bloody Knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
I loved it. That was the first one I watched. I was like, Bloody Knuckles, because I love stupid movies like Idle Hands.
Yeah. Oh, Idle Hands is a classic.
I love it. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. No, no explosions.
Yeah.
Seth Green, just whatever he does, I love. But
Yeah.
I love Bloody Knuckles, so that was my number one movie. My number two is Time Lapse. So I was like, I got to be honest with you. You weren't my favorite movie of the festival.
Oh.
Number 2's not bad.
Number two is not
It
bad
ain't
at all.
bad, yeah.
Yep. So have fun at the rest of the time, and we'll
We
see what's
will.
coming up. And go Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to do the theme song now. We're going to get back to Other Worlds Austin.